What's up, everybody? This is Abe G's from Abe G's POV. This short is when F around and find out meets the Holy Spirit. Now, we got a pastor out of Alabama. He was on his way to the post office, right? And he decided, parked his truck, whatever, got out of his truck. He walks up and down, to the post office or whatever. It was another gentleman walking on the sidewalk just as much as he is. Now, I'm not familiar with Alabama, and I don't know how wide the sidewalks is, but I can't imagine it'll be that small that, it's only room for, one person to be on the sidewalk. Well, incidentally, the pastor, Roy Powell, age 72, from Cedar Street Missionary Baptist Church, he decides to walk down the street. And he bumped into another guy, on the street, and he snapped. He's like, yo, I'm walking down the street. So I'm okay. So my man was kind of like taking it back for a moment or whatever. So pastor was like, all right, that's cool. This is where the F around and find out comes into. All right. So now what he did, pastor goes back to his truck, slide up on him real quick, hopped out the truck, pulled the pistol out, and pistol whipped the guy that he bumped into. Beat him so bad, then he told the boy to run it. Took his, his money, his ID, all that stuff, right? This is the crazy part. This must have been pastor from a past life, you know what I'm saying? This is, BC. This is Pastor Roy Powell, BC, before Christ. So, after that, my man, he got caught up. They called the cops, you know what I'm saying? And, everything was coming up and everybody was all around the pastor. Everybody was around the guy. Around the guy. So then he comes back and the cops was out there. So, I don't know, he kind of walked into he almost just basically walked back into the cops because they didn't come after him. So he comes back and he was convicted. So he came back to make sure that the guy was okay. He said, yo, you okay, buddy? It was almost like, and the guy was kind of taken aback, like, well, wait a minute. You just pistol whipped me and robbed me. Then you're going to come back and have the nerve to have the audacity to ask me, am I okay? I'm confused, buddy. I'm really confused. They gave a bad look to the church. So church folks is not really like that. We all make mistakes. But, pastor, he got charged with first-degree robbery, $40,000 bail. So, we'll see what comes of this. But there it is.